Hello, everybody. We're getting people into the room. The room really is about how David Dobrik can come back like OJ Simpson back. And Connor's an expert at Gen Z branding and marketing. Connor, how do you think Dobrik can come back similar to the way that OJ Simpson came back?
Tim, I'm dying. That's amazing. Tim, listen, there's actually like normally I'm the guy who's like, I'm a big second chance guy. I'm a big like I want people to win. I'm rooting for people, but like any guy who like legitimately like actually seriously in an instance where something fucked up happens with a girl like that and then jokes about going to jail, just like kind of makes me feel uncomfortable, especially when they're like, yo, like someone get this girl alcohol and loosen her up a little bit. Like that's fucked up. Like if someone said that and I heard it, like I'd actually be like, yo, that's bad. And I'm a pretty morally corrupt person, you know what I mean? And I would
I don't know what he did. It's hard for me to comment on what he did. I know that he did shoot up that thing in Atlanta. I didn't like that massage park about all those people. I was not a fan of that. But I don't know what he did in this specific instance of like what he was responsible for, what he wasn't responsible for. But do you think he's like donezo for good?
I don't think anyone is actually done for good. The fact that Perez Hilton has a career, I think, is testament.
Right. What did Perez do again?
I don't even know. The fact I know his name and he was like an internet reporter, I'm like, if he can come back after just getting banned on TikTok, like I think anyone can do it. So I don't know, especially after what happened to Logan, man. And I don't know what he did wasn't that bad, but like it was just crazy. Like every time I think
Tim, I can't talk right now. Stop inviting me on.
It's crazy.
Freddie, then just be quiet, Freddie.
What did he say?
Freddie is so temperamental, he's out of his mind. Dude, Freddie's out of control. I invited him up, and then he's like, he can't talk right now. The guy has no etiquette. He doesn't know how to handle himself.
I know. Freddie's a big elitist, man. I don't get it.
OJ Simpson came back, and OJ Simpson was a guy.
OJ doesn't give a fuck, man.
Yeah, OJ was wrongly accused of murdering his ex-wife, and OJ was able to come back, which was racism. And OJ was able to come back, and like, let's see what Dillon thinks. Dillon's like a weird woke kid. Maybe he'll have an interesting. Maybe he'll have like. Maybe he'll have a.
Tim, what's your real take on OJ? Do you think he did it or he was?
No, OJ did it, but I'm like, I didn't like the way I feel about OJ is that like I think he's the most well-adjusted person on social media. I like that he's always driving a golf cart, and I like that he's kind of like a political centrist who he's lived a very full life. You know what I mean? Like he's acted, he's been in movies, he's decapitated someone, like he's done everything. And
he's Khloe Kardashian's father.
He's absolutely 100% her father. And here, let's see Dillon. Let's see what Dillon thinks about the David Dobrik situation. He's got a weird hat on. Dillon,
I got a weird fucking hat on.
What do you think about the Dobrik situation?
Yo, man, I went to high school with David, so I wish him the best.
Dillon, what does that mean? We don't give a shit about any of that. What is that?
I just oh, you want a hot take?
What is that about? There's a lot of people who went to high school with OJ Simpson.
I don't even look. No, I mean, David's a friend. I haven't been keeping up with the situation. I'm not woke. You think I'm woke because of the weird hat, or
Dillon? You read like poetry to like indigenous.
I write.
Dillon, you're a fucking woke weirdo. Don't fucking lie.
No, we were no. Listen, I'm all here for OJ's comeback, and I'm here for I haven't been keeping up on the Dobrik situation, honestly, but.
I don't know, man. Well, thanks, dude. I appreciate
it. You said something happened in Atlanta or with David?
Yeah, dude. He fucking. You didn't know about this, Dillon?
With David Dobrik was involved in that?
Yeah,
it was pretty bad.
He shot up a massage parlor in Atlanta.
Oh, Jesus. I had no idea that was David.
Yeah, that was.
I just saw the title of this.
That's
room,
why he lost
Dollar
Shave Club. They dropped him after that.
Shit, yeah. Okay, now this is clearing the situation up. Yeah, I don't know.
So he actually did lose every single one of his fucking like deals he had. I actually feel bad for him. Like, that actually sucks.
I feel bad too, but did he lose? He lost all of it?
Like, all of it. Like, you know what I think is fucking hilarious? And I'll probably get canceled for saying this because I'm not even trolling. I'm dead ass. Alexis Ohanian.
You should never start with that.
I don't know why. Yeah, you're right. But Alexis Ohanian is this guy who's always preaching about like equality and inclusivity and respect for women, and like gave Dobrik part ownership of this women's soccer team. And then the second David Dobrik just gets slammed and canceled, everybody goes silent like they didn't know him. It's so crazy just to see what happens when shit hits the fan, dude. It's so all these people are just fucking hypocrites.
Yeah, man. It's almost like those YouTube friends aren't real.
There are some real ones, Tim. You know that there's some real ones, but you know, I don't know. Most of it's
Freddie Rothschild is my real friend.
Did you guys ever hang out in Miami?
No, Freddie. We're friendly though, but Freddie's too busy to speak right now because he's doing things. But I like Frederick Rothschild. That he's my great companion, my greatest friend. What happened to Gruen? Gruen doesn't come on here anymore.
Dude, I know. I don't really know why. I mean, listen, I think I say some dumb shit on here. I think Gruen just kind of matches me for the amount of dumb things I say, which, like, you know, I think he realized and is a little more mature than me and was like, I shouldn't go on this very much.
Dude, I'm inviting this kid up who put a dog in my merch shirt. It's terrifying. I want to see what that. It's very interesting. He put himself and a dog. It's really wild. What's up, Eric Huberman? What do you think about the David Dobrik situation? What do you think about? I don't even know. What do you think about O.J. Simpson?
What do I think about O.J. Simpson and David Dobrik? It'd be interesting to see them pair up.
They're related, I think.
It's possible. It is possible. 23andMe has really just given a lot of people a mindfuck to find out where they're actually from.
That's his next brand deal back.
How do you get all of that back, Connor? Like, was the move to just keep, because he keeps apologizing and crying? Like, what is the move? What do you do?
I actually think, well, Tim, he came out with 2 apologies, dude. The first one was called Let's Talk, and then he turned off the comments and likes for the video. It was like almost like they made it so obvious that it was like, yo, let's do a fake one. And then the next day, just drop a real one and be like, you know, I kicked everyone out. Let me just take full ownership of this. And like the reality of the situation is that he actually did distance himself from all of the people involved years ago. And he took down the video years ago. And it's like, it just resurfaced at like a very horrible time. Like he already fixed all of this shit. And then everyone decided like, hey, listen, you can't change because of something that happened 4 years ago. Fuck you. And they all just shit on him. I actually feel horrible, even though it was like a real scummy thing that happened. I like to think people can change when they know that they surrounded themselves with the wrong people.
I like to think so too. And again, I think that like, you know, it's very tough to, you know, very tough to know what happened. Like, I don't know what happened. So when you don't have facts,
it's tough. It's tough when you just fucking incriminate yourselves. Like they literally are on camera, like joking about it, like and admitting it. It's like, it's almost like
How old is David Dobrik?
I think he's like 22, 23
Yeah,
maybe.
so he's a young guy. I mean, don't get me wrong, that doesn't give an excuse. I wasn't doing shit like that. But like I gotta just imagine that as all these 17 and 18-year-olds are running around with cameras constantly on, that a few of them are gonna do some stupid shit that's got complete record of it too.
Dude, and like for me, the growth experience, and I obviously I wouldn't know because I'm only 21, but like who I was, like 17 to 21, like even 18 to 21 is like such a transformational time. And a lot of friends who are older of mine, I tell them that, and they're like, truly, it really is. So I don't want to judge anyone for shit that happened when they were 17, 18, 19. And I think if everyone had a camera following them around, it would just be like a pretty fucked situation.
should the next apology David Dobrik releases be with O.J. Simpson on the golf course?
Yes.
I think that'd be great if it was just David like playing with OJ Simpson. I mean, to me personally, I would think that shows a commitment to kind of changing your life. But
And
again,
Matt Lauer.
yeah, Matt Lauer. I mean, I don't know, man. I hope David. I'd like David to come on my show, but that would signify that it's all over. I think.
Have you reached out?
I have not. I've not reached out.
Make a video. Reach out to David Dobrik. Tell him you want to help him. You tell
I
him
wanted to
his
come on my
crisis
show.
PR.
I think coming on my show would be a great way for him to just kind of like be like, hey man, let's just fucking have some fun. We'll see what happens.
I don't know if that's what he's going for right now, but I'd like to see it.
Yeah, I mean, no, it should. By the way, it should not be. I would advise him not to do it, but it would be fun.
Which sometimes is important.
Yeah, I mean that's very true.
That's why I really like Malak from Impulsive Tim, Mike. It's like he like canceled himself like before he even got started. He just wrote a book of all of the worst things he's ever done. And then if it comes up, he's like, I've already admitted it. It's just like,
that's Tim, you're now in Austin. That's Tucker Max to a T2.
oh hell
yeah. I mean that's I think everybody. I think that's me, and that's everyone that has a podcast that talks for an hour a week is like, for the most part, nothing that we've done is a shock or a surprise because we've talked about it all.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think with David, it's a very like I get it. It's a tightly controlled kind of image, and like that becomes a problem when you have to deal with these things that are unflattering, and you got to go out and talk about things that are real. And when you're very kind of tightly controlled, it's a
image become commercial. It just starts to become so commercialized, and then it felt like cheap. To a point where like you just get like fucking bought.
Well, I mean, the guy's a YouTuber. I don't think he knows how to be completely authentic because all he does is film for his audience all day. Like, I don't know David, so it's hard to like be straight with that. But like,
I think
if your
it's
entire
also
life is that way,
wants to be loved. He's a very like beloved
yeah.
figure, and that becomes really difficult. I think with Logan or Jake or a lot of those other people, Nelk or whoever, those guys are comfortable with large amounts of people not liking them, and I don't know that David is, and I think he's going to have to start to be.